I'm going to be going on auditions, I need to have something to be able to sustain me while going on auditions, not a regular 9 to 5. So that's when I got the idea of starting a business.
Hi everyone, welcome back to the new episode of Ecom 365. I'm co-founder and CEO of ShopAgain.io. For this episode, I have a new guest with me. Andrea is CEO and founder of Beach 7 Hair. Thanks for joining us, Andrea. How are you doing today?
Hey, how are you? I am doing great. How are you?
Doing great. Happy to have you. Could you share a bit about your story before starting your Shopify store? What led you to it?
Okay, so I have kind of a unique story. So originally, I actually wanted to be an actress. So back when I used to live, I'm from Decatur, Illinois. I used to live in the suburb of St. Louis in Belleville. So while I was around 2015, while I was living there, I decided I want to be an actress. I'm quitting all my jobs and I'm moving to California. So that's what I did. I packed up everything, moved to California, and quickly got a reality check on how expensive it is to live there. I said, if I'm going to be going on auditions, I need to have something to be able to sustain me while going on auditions, not a regular 9 to 5. So that's when I got the idea of starting a business. That's where my whole entrepreneurial journey started, from me wanting to be an actress. So I moved back from a very short time in California, I moved back to Illinois, got my business started. And that was actually another business called Driva Beauty, where we sold highlighting body makeup. So I went home, started that business, and decided that I wanted to go in another direction. Well, at that point in time, I was actually living at home with my mom. So I said, I gotta get more stable. So I decided to apply for the current company that I work for now. And I ended up moving to Arizona to work for this company, got stable, and then decided to start my baby now, beach7hair.com, which is a hair perfume. And that's the way that I decided to start this particular brand is a whole nother story within itself.
Amazing. It's pretty amazing that you made a switch to California, which is not an easy thing, moving from one state to other. But you quickly learned and took a step back just so that you still have cushion and you still can move ahead with your plans. That's amazing.
Yes.
When you decided to start your business, why did you choose Shopify to set up your store?
Oh, for me, Shopify is the easiest platform to, accept sales. It's drag and drop. It's just really easy to do things on, as opposed to, I think, Wix. And there's a few other sites, WordPress. People turn their WordPresses into e-com sites. And no, Shopify just provides everything for you. I think it's the easiest platform to do e-commerce sales.
Yeah. That's pretty much most of the guests on our podcast have felt too. So yeah, I mean that resonates with the community. Did you hire any developer to help you build your online store?
So with Driva Beauty, I first built it myself, and then I would always get emails from people wanting to tune up my website and make it better for conversions. So I actually hired a developer who reached out to me. They did. But honestly, what they did was they put a different theme on there that I could update. I don't think it was worth it. I paid about $500 for it. I don't think it was worth it.
Okay. So I mean, you still like the original style that you created yourself?
Correct. Yes.
Okay. Why did you choose to build your product line focused on the beaches?
Okay, so the reason I chose beach is because I'm a beach girl. I love going to the beach. And I wanted it I wanted to do the whole tropical vibe. I wanted my customers to feel like they were on a luxurious vacation. And what gives you luxury more than like a luxury resort, a luxury beach? So that's what I wanted my customers to feel when they purchased this product. The way that I even the way that I even chose hair perfume was because I sprayed perfume in my hair one time before going to a party and noticed that literally from the time I got in that Uber to the time I left that party, everybody was in my face complimenting me on, oh, you smell so good. You smell so good. What is it? And I'm just like, I spray perfume in my hair. So I'm like, is this the secret sauce? So after I did that, of course, you know that it's bad to spray perfume in your hair because of the high concentrated levels of alcohol in regular perfume. So I decided to do the hair perfume with lower levels of alcohol, did research on it to see if hair perfume is even a thing, and found that all the major perfume brands actually have a division for hair perfume. So right there, I wasn't creating the wheel. There's already a market for it, and it's already been proven to sell. So that's where I put my own spin to it, adding the whole beach element to it. So that is what differentiates me from other competitors in the market. Also, this perfume is infused with argan oil and also other botanicals. So that's what made me go with that.
Thanks for sharing that. That has quite a few great points, actually. The part where you first, you came up with the idea of your product from your own personal experience. That's the first thing I also observed in a lot of other entrepreneurs. Second, you did the market research and you analyzed that there is already a market out there for my product, which is always a great situation to be in because you don't have to educate your audience, you don't have to create awareness. People are already looking for that product. And that's number two. And the third great point I want to say is within that space, you created your own uniqueness. Your brand had a certain angle to it so that you can separate out your brand from others. So that beach thing, absolutely great idea. So that really differentiates your brand from others. Loved it.
Thank you.
Tell me, Drema, what was the most challenging part of building your brand Beach 7 here so far?
Creating brand awareness and just getting the brand out there. Like making the product, that's fine. But the advertising and marketing part of it, that is where you're going to reach your struggles because all of these platforms, their algorithms are changing every single day. Between advertising on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok, Pinterest, Google, oh my gosh, it's really hard. And YouTube Shorts, it's really hard to find what is going to be the platform where you really just get your success. I was thinking that it was going to be TikTok because of all of the organic reach that you can get with TikTok since it's a newer platform. But I'm actually getting the most traction with YouTube. So that's been like my biggest problem area, trying to see like where exactly I should focus most of my efforts in with marketing.
Okay. So tell me one thing, clearly, doing marketing and branding for your own brand is a piece of being entrepreneur. I can totally agree with. Do you enjoy being involved in marketing or does it feel like something you have to do because it's part of the game?
No, I enjoy, I like it. I like coming up with creative ideas on how to market the product. It's just really hard when you give your product to certain influencers trying to get them to convey the message the way that you want your brand to be presented to the public. So I don't know, that's kind of a challenge sometimes, trying to get the models to like, I don't know, to do things correctly, but I'm still navigating through it. So that's honestly one of the biggest challenges. So trying to get people to be consistent and just do things correctly.
Absolutely. I think that's always the key to being an entrepreneur, persistence. I mean, a lot of things that come along the way are not the most fun thing in the job, but you've got to do it day after day, day after day, and over a time period, it pays off.
Yes. Yes.
Absolutely.
That's something that I've seen because so I've stayed consistent, very, very, very consistent with posting on every single platform. And by doing that, it's helping me with my Google visibility. So that's one thing that I do think is very, very important, just staying consistent.
Yeah.
That is the key to everything. They say, what's the quote? They say that if you are consistent, um, that you'll beat out skill, talent, quality, all of these things just by staying consistent. So
Absolutely. So, being consistent, absolutely. This I hear from quite a lot of folks, including influencers, that being consistent is the key to making your social presence and getting the word out there. Absolutely.
yes.
Uh, what is it that excites you most about your business?
So the thing that excites me more so about the business is when I get the customer feedback. Every single time I get a good review, I actually don't have any bad reviews, but every single time I get a good review telling me how much they love this product, how much they love going out into the public, getting the compliments from people, all because of the Beach 7 hair. Like, that's what gets me most excited and keeps me wanting to sell the product. It makes me feel like, okay, I'm doing something good. People actually want this. So that's what gives me the most joy in this business.
Sure. Uh, do you reach out to your customers to give you a review, or they just organically provide you the reviews?
Let's see. I do have an email sequence set up through one of my apps on Shopify that does, I think, after someone purchases, I think about 3 to 5 days after they purchase, it does send out an email to do a review. I think that is implemented into the business for reviews. But my friends and family that have tried the product, they've done their reviews on their own. So, so either way.
Absolutely. For any entrepreneur, pretty much always the journey starts with friends and family. So that's extremely common in the space. So you kind of mentioned, that you are getting most traffic from YouTube and TikTok, but what do you see as your main customer acquisition channel going forward?
Okay, let's see. I think with my business, I think that it's actually going to grow a lot. And the only challenge that I see is me not being able to handle the orders. And I've already come up with something for that. Once I get to about 100 orders a day, I'm just going to send everything off to a third-party warehouse and then have them do all the shipping and handling for me. So the only challenge that I see, honestly, with it is getting more orders than I can handle. Because the first YouTube video that I had someone do a review of the product, it was a review and unboxing. I got so many orders from that one video that I know if I was to do more, and then when I do start implementing in Facebook ads with the whole user-generated content model, I think that the only problem that I'll have is having more orders than one person can handle. Honestly.
That's a great problem to have. That's the kind of problem you want to have in a business.
Yeah. So being able to scale it is
Absolutely.
Yes.
True. No, that's the best problem, to look for in a business. So I'm happy to hear that that's what you're most worried about.
Yes.
So Dreva, what advice would you give to others looking to start their own business online? What are the do's and don'ts from your own experience?
Okay. Number one, when you want to start a business, I think that it's so important to be out here networking with people on your same level. You got, oh my gosh, people, okay. Let me give you an example of how networking has helped me with people that are on my level and then a little bit higher, because everybody you know can help you in your business. So I have a photographer friend who let me come to his studio and shoot photos of my content for my websites. And then I was actually on Instagram, and there was a podcaster on there. She has a big podcast in Atlanta. And she was mentioning how she hates going to cigar bars because her hair always smells like smoke. Ding, ding, ding. I have hair perfume. I sell hair perfume. So this isn't even someone that I'm close to. So in her comments, I just said, hey, I saw hair perfume. I noticed on your last episode, you said how you don't like going to cigar bars. You should check out my site. I can send you some samples. Well, they're actually having a live show in Atlanta. So they reached out to me to be a sponsor for their live show, give me advertising on their podcast, and then have me, as a sponsor, giving out samples at their live events. And that's right there. If I wouldn't have genuinely just been networking, providing value to someone else, I never would have gotten that opportunity. It's a win-win for her, win-win for me. So I say networking is your greatest asset when first starting out a business. Networking and being consistent. Those are the two just main things that I think that any new entrepreneur coming into e-commerce should do. Be consistent with everything and network with people, because you never know who you can help and who can help you.
Those are both absolutely brilliant points, Driva. Thanks for sharing that with us. And thank you for joining, Driva. Finally, to our viewers, if you have any questions about e-commerce, paid acquisition, marketing, retention, or development, email us at ecom365@shopagain.io, and we'll have them answered by an expert in the future episodes. This episode was sponsored by ShopAgain.io, an AI-powered customer retention platform. Thank you for joining us.